I've had enough out of you. I never want you to get near my brother again, got it? He might not be able to see it, but it's obvious to me that you're just after him for his money. I won't allow you to marry him. Just get out of his life. If you don't, I will dump a bucket of water over you. You're going to dump water on me? What are you, 5 years old or something? We're adults. Why can't we just talk this through with each other? And just what would I even have to talk with you? Listen to me. I am not after Mark's money at all, okay? I love him for who he is, and that is the start and end of it. And besides, you already dumped water on me when I went over to meet your parents. Is that all you know how to do? Oh please, you think I'm going to buy that you're not in this for money crap? Why else would you be marrying a man who is a whole 10 years older than you? Did you really think that I was going to fall for that? And just what is that supposed to mean? I mean, I'm a woman. I know what it means when we fall in love with older men, and especially someone who is so much older than us. This is clearly nothing more than a money grab, and that's that. I really don't think all women think like that. If anything, that says way more about you than it does about me. I don't care about age. Mark and I are both adults, and we love each other, and that should be enough. Why won't you listen to what I'm trying to tell you? Why would I ever listen to a lying woman who is just trying to rob my brother blind? This is pointless. Just stay away from my brother, okay? And quit trying to give me more lame excuses. But that's not even what I'm going. You know, I think it's women like you that I hate most in this world. That is to say, young women in the 20s who think that they have it all figured out. Don't you realize that you're ruining the dating pool for us women in the 30s? You need to stick to your dating pool, you gold digger. What did you just call me? I called you a gold digger, and what are you going to do about it? Not only are you that, but you're also conniving and sneaky, and you'll end up ruining my brother's life. I can't let you sink your claws into him and take him down. I'm trying to tell you that that is not what's going on here at all. Listen to me. I know my brother much better than you do, and I know for a fact that he's always been a shy, withdrawn person ever since he was little. I mean, he could hardly even function if I wasn't around him to be there for him. But then, he had to go and find a girlfriend. Not only that, but he went to propose to this girl too. Well, of course, when I heard the news, I was overjoyed as his older sister, until I realized the type of woman that he had fallen in love with. Ever since, I've just been wallowing in my disappointment. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I'm quite disappointed about things as well. Mark always talks so highly of you, and I was really looking forward to getting to meet you. But now, I see that you're just stubborn and judgmental. And just how am I either of those things, huh? I don't know what you're talking about at all. But I do, and I know that all you're after is my brother's money. And don't deny it both. I already know that I'm absolutely right about this, and maybe you'll learn when you're more mature. What are you talking about? How am I not mature? Ugh, you young people always get so upset quickly just from hearing what you don't want to hear. Now I know for sure that I can't let you and my brother end up with a little girl like you. A little girl? Are you kidding me right now? I understand that you are Mark's sister, but I am seriously losing my patience with you. Why are you being so mean to me right now? If you want it to stop, all you have to do is leave my brother alone. Whether you do or don't, I won't let you two get married no matter what. If a woman is dating a man 10 years older than she is, she only wants one thing, and it's that man's wallet. Well, as Mark's older sister, it's my duty to make sure my little brother doesn't fall for your wiles. So, you want us to break off our engagement to each other then? That way, Mark can find a better girl more suited for his age and who will respect him for the man he is. Well, I don't see how we would ever swing that with a bossy sister like you hanging around him all the time. You'd drive anyone from Mark. Whatever. This thing is dumb. I'm putting my phone down now. Well, Mark, I can't take this anymore. I don't think I can marry you. Thank you for everything up to now.
Wait, what? Hillary, hold on. Don't tell me that Brenda was bugging you again. You aren't serious about all of this, are you?
I am serious, Mark. I have tried over and over to patch things up with your sister, and she just refuses to listen.
But that's not my fault, please. You can't do this to me.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Before this gets taken too far, I really was just joking. Of course, I still want to marry you, and what other people say is not going to change that.
What kind of sick joke is that? You nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'm sorry. I think I'm just still stressed out from dealing with your sister and the way she treated me when I went over to meet your family. I mean, not only did she actually dump water on me, but then she went on to tell me that she thinks you and I should break off the engagement. But I'm not letting her get to me that easily, so you have nothing to worry about.
So then, you still want to marry me? You didn't mean what you said.
Of course, I still want to marry you. I just said that. But I really don't like how your sister seems to single me out and won't ever get off my back about the engagement. Except, I also get the sense that she's the type of person that won't stop until she gotten what she wants. So what do I think we should do for now is to pretend as if we have broken off our engagement and continue to plan the wedding in secret. That way, on the day of our wedding, Brenda will be blindsided and won't have any room to fight back.
Oh, I see what you're getting at now. But isn't that basically like lying to Brenda then?
Well, yes it is. But no one else I know has any reason to object to you and I getting married. It's only Brenda who is making this a huge deal and fighting it tooth and nail.
Are you really sure that this plan of yours is going to work?
Well, another plan I thought is that we do actually break the engagement, but then I propose to you instead. That way we can tell Brenda that we did break it off, and we just won't tell her that we got engaged again. What do you think about that idea?
You mean you really want to propose to me? Where are you going to do it? Have you picked a location already? I'm so excited.
Sorry, Mark, that was just another joke. These things don't go well over text, do they? Anyways, I just think the best thing to do would be to avoid hanging out with your sister. After all, it's our marriage, so it's our feelings that should matter the most here. Although, I know that no matter what, Brenda is going to hate the fact that we're getting married.
You're right. It is about how we feel, Hillary. And the way I feel about you is... well, you just mean so much to me. I literally can't even put it into words because it still wouldn't be enough to contain all that I feel for you. But I can't just pretend like I don't care a lot about my sister either. No. I'm sorry, Hillary, I don't think that I can go through with this if my sister doesn't want it to happen.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean that I'm really sorry, Hillary. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to do what Brenda says and call it all off.
You've got to be kidding me, right? Are you seriously breaking up with me?
I know it's upsetting. I'm crushed just thinking about it right now. Maybe we could just not get married and not break up. We could just keep dating and stay a couple. Would that really be so bad?
What does that even mean?
I've tried to talk to you about this before, but you just never seem to think that I was really serious. My sister means the world to me, and she is someone that I have deep respect for. I mean, she's practically raised me ever since I was little and could barely walk. I just owe her so much in my life.
Mark, I know that your sister has done a lot for you. I know that she was there by your side when you felt lonely as a kid.
I didn't have many friends when I was growing up, but I also had Brenda by my side. And when I said that I wanted to start my own business, her and my parents were there to support me. Even when business isn't doing so well, she was there to console me. She even introduced me to someone who became one of my most important clients for my business. I can't take all that and not give back to her somehow.
So then, you're really going to roll over and break up with me? When you proposed to me, you said that you wanted to make me the happiest woman in the world.
I know, and I meant it. But that was before I knew that my sister would act this way. And people are always telling me to be careful of friendly people who might only be after my money. Needless to say, I'm a little on edge about it.
Wait a second. You think that I might just be after you for your money? Please tell me that you didn't really propose to someone who genuinely were thinking that about.
Look, the fact of the matter is that I'm 36 years old, and this is the first time that I've dated someone so much younger than me. The time I've spent with you has been amazing, but I can't help but have some worries in the back of my mind. Maybe I'm still just the scared, unsure kid that I've always been. I don't know. Maybe it's just tough for me to see how anyone could love me for anything but my money.
But that's not the case with me, I swear.
So, then you're really not just trying to marry for my money. If that's really the case, then you shouldn't mind if we don't get married. Isn't that right? If you really don't care about my money at all, then none of this should be a problem for you, don't you think?
You really can't be serious about any of this, right?
I'm just going to do as my sister says and not marry you, but we can still date and be together forever. Don't you see? I found a loophole that makes it so that everyone wins.
Are you kidding me right now? That is one of the stupidest things that I've ever heard.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, that you don't want to marry me but you want to be with me forever? Do you have any idea how insulting that is to hear from someone I've invested so much of myself in? If that's really the best that you can come up with, then maybe we shouldn't be getting married after all.
Hillary, you seem really, really upset right now.
Oh, I'm way beyond upset. I'm just fed up and sick and tired of this. If that's really what you want, then fine. Let's call off the engagement, but we are going to break up. And I never want to see you again, got it?
Wait, are you serious about that?
It's like you said, your older sister knows best, so we should just do what she says, right? Well, if that's the case, then I'm out of here. I see that Mark was smart enough to listen to his older sister. I heard that you two finally broke up, just as I said you two should. That's right, Brenda, you won. It's over. But thanks to you, I can say that I've learned a lot. Like, the fact that Mark wasn't a good match for me anyways. I'm actually glad that things ended before we got married. What did you just say? Do you have any idea where you stand in comparison to my brother? He's glad that he didn't ended up marrying you. He's the one that dodged a bullet with a gold digger like yourself. Well, I guess we just see it differently, don't we? You may be acting cool right now, but it's so obvious you're fuming with rage over missing out on marrying a rich older man. Is that how you think I feel right now? Oh, I know it is, but as long as I'm around, I'm not going to let some pretty young thing try to manipulate my brother. And it's obvious that Mark doesn't know how to pick women, but it's a good thing that I've already found someone for him. You mean that you've already found someone else that you want your brother to get married to? That's right. And in the meantime, I'll be taking care of Mark. After all, ever since when he was little, I've always had to do everything for him. I even helped revive his business through some of my connections, so of course, I know some women who would be perfect for him. But I'm going to put them through rigorous testing to make sure that I find the right one. I am only going to let the perfect candidate by the woman that I allow to marry my little brother. But aren't you worried that Mark's business might fall apart if you do that? What are you talking about now? Besides, I wonder if there really even are any women who would want to marry Mark if you do all that to them. Setting aside any potential gold diggers in your lineup, who would want to work that hard just to try and date someone? I'll take care of that, but what do you mean about Mark's business? Oh no, never mind. I'm sure things will be fine since you're there for him, and I'm sure you'll find plenty of women willing to run this gauntlet of yours. If you do find someone willing to put all in that work, you've probably already found a winner. Now wait just 1 second. I want you to answer all my questions. What was that you said earlier about Mark's business? What does any of this have to do with the state of how the company is doing? Explain yourself. Well, I didn't say it as any kind of joke or anything, if that's what you're thinking. But I heard from some colleagues who still work for Mark that ever since I left, it's as if the whole atmosphere changed around there, and that people have been quitting in droves ever since then. Wait, hold on a second. You used to work for Mark, but then you quit? I take it if that Mark never told you about any of this then. But yes, Mark and I actually met at his company while I was interning there. But that was while I was in college. After I graduated, I left and began job hunting for myself. I was going to talk about all of this when I came over to meet you and your parents, but then you spoiled the whole scene with your little water stunt. I didn't know any of this at all. Well, it's true. All throughout my sophomore year, I interned at his company, and sure, it's true that I ended up getting my first job there too, but I was so familiar with the system by that point that I was promoted to project manager in no time, and that's when we really first started to date each other. But you two had actually known each other for a long time before that? That's right, but when he told me that we wouldn't be getting married anymore, I took it as my signal to quit. I know that I would never even want to see his face ever again, so I started sending out job applicants and submitted my letter of resignation right away. But I still don't get how any of this affects the state of the company. I mean, I thought everything was going fine business-wise. Why would losing one lousy employee bring the whole thing down? I didn't understand it at first either, but my leaving had quite the impact apparently. It seems that Mark is too indecisive on his own to run a company, and that's where I came in. What do you mean that's where you came in? You mean that you're Mark's older sister, but you didn't know about this? Well, you know how Mark can be a bit of an introvert, right? But to run a company, you need to inspire and lead your employees. That was just a little too much to ask of Mark, and I was the bridge between him and the rest of his business. Are you kidding me right now? Not at all. I told you that I was a project leader, didn't I? I was always the go-between from Mark to the rest of the staff, but now that I'm gone, the bridge isn't there anymore, and everyone realized how incompetent Mark really is. But that can't be right. I mean, you're just one person. There's no way you could have been that important to everything. How could just losing you bring a whole company down? Well, I already said, after I left, people started quitting after me. It wasn't just me, it was everyone that left in my wake as well. Losing a few dozen employees at once is not good for any business. You mean dozens of people have quit already? All because you were gone? That's right, and the reason I left in the first place was because Mark broke off his engagement with me. Anyways, I think rumors about what happened between us started to swirl around the office, and that might have something to do with it as well. What kinds of rumors do you mean? Well, Mark announced to everyone in the office when him and I got engaged, so it's only natural that people would start to wonder about why it was that we broke it off. Some people thought it was about the age. Others thought that his family didn't like me. A lot of different theories started floating around. A lot of people got really hung up on the age thing though, and started to wonder about the role age played in the structure of the company. Since we hired so many young people, they started to think that they were being held back in their careers just because of their age. Soon they were getting fed up working for Mark and they started to quit. But, I mean, that's not even true. True or not, the fact of the matter is that Mark couldn't step in like a leader and quell any of these rumors, and now they've gotten all out of hand. Basically, all of the upper management has already walked out. Now it's the regular employees who are left, and Mark still can't figure out what to do. But by waiting and not acting, he's just making things worse for himself. So then, Mark's company is really falling apart right now? But this can't happen. How am I supposed to get paid if this happens? What do you mean, how are you supposed to get paid? Did you work for Mark too? Of course I do. Mark hired me as a consultant who he can go to for advice. I make a couple $1,000 a month telling him how he should run his business. Really? I had no idea that level of nepotism was going on there. Well, anyways, as the company advisor, I say that you need to get back to work right now. But also, you marrying Mark and you working for him are two different topics. You can't just leave a job because your boss dumped you. I'm not going to be taking any advice from the woman whose fault all of this is in the first place. The reason Mark's business is in so much trouble is because of your attitude towards me. I know that Mark thinks of you as someone who helped him get through his childhood, so it makes sense why he would want you helping him run his business. But now you've done this to it. No. Those two things are entirely separate. I didn't do any of this. but the company can't go down. I need this job. Well, I've already quit and I'm not coming back. Now, goodbye.
Hillary, please, you have to help me. Do you want to get back together with me? Please say yes. I need you. I've always needed you.
What is this all about?
I'm so sorry. I should have never just let Brenda ruin our engagement like that. I should have never listened to her, and I'm so sorry for everything. But I need you. I can't live without you.
It's way too late for any of this, Mark. Besides, I already know about all the business troubles that you're facing right now. Maybe you can go and ask your brilliant sister for some advice how to run your company.
Please don't be like that. I'm trying to apologize here. But I've talked to Brenda and even she came around. She says it's fine if we get married now. So please, will you do me the honor of being my wife?
I really can't believe this right now.
I know it's been a few weeks since we broke up, but I know that you still must love me deep down, right? I still love you and I need you and I want to be with you. So please come back to me. Come back to work for me. I'll even make you vice president of the whole company if you do.
I'm sorry, but not only do I have another job, but I also have another boyfriend.
Hold on, what? You already found a new job and a new boyfriend? But how did you move on so quickly? I don't get it.
Well, think about it. I'm a young, successful businesswoman. Did you really think it would be that hard for me to find someone else who wanted to date me? I'm in the prime of my game right now.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, not at all. With all the experience I've gotten working at your company, I managed to land a position here where I'm making about $100,000 a year. Not only that, but my boyfriend is also very understanding about how hard I work and is always cheering me on. This is the happiest I've been in a long time.
But you moved too quickly. You can't just replace me like that.
Why would I waste time mourning over losing a guy like you? I have to live a life and I don't need you to be a part of it. Tell your sister I said, have a nice life. After that, it didn't take long before Mark's company had to start filing for bankruptcy, as it was unable to recover from losing about half of its workforce. Mark finally had the idea of trying to turn the company in a new direction, but he didn't have anyone who was willing to go along with his ideas anymore. Still, he continued. I hear that now. Mark is drowning in debt and is constantly getting in screaming matches with his sister. And to think that the two of them used to be so close.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Amy, I just came back from the city hall. We're officially married.
Thanks, Daniel. I can't wait for our life together.
Same here, Amy. Although I should warn you that my sister will probably start to fuss again. If she sends you a message about our marriage, be sure to tell me immediately. I haven't told her about getting our marriage license yet.
Wait, you haven't told Sam yet?
I had planned to, but I just couldn't say it. No matter what I say, she's so against us being together. So my parents gave me the advice of just not telling her.
Oh, I had no idea. But what can I do to help out? I know that since I used to work at a hostess club, she doesn't really approve of me. But still, I can't change my past, and I really have no reason to just for approval.
I was aware that she has a bit of a brother complex since we were little, but I really didn't think it would evolve to this level. Anyways, we're just gonna have to take our time with this situation. I'll just have to explain and show her how much of a wonderful woman you are.
That's so sweet of you, Daniel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start getting the house ready for the movers. I should have all our stuff ready for the new house by tomorrow.
You sneaky little wench. How dare you get married to my brother behind my back? Well, that was fast. Expected, but faster than I anticipated. Daniel just moved out of the house this morning. He just told me that the place he's moving to is a new house with you. You guys got married yesterday. You really thought that it was okay to hide something this important from your sister-in-law? We all agreed to hide from you because of the current reaction you're giving, Sam. Of course we wanted to tell you. Huh? So you're trying to say that it's my fault? Well, you won't approve of Daniel and I's relationship. Your brother tried so hard to have us get along, but you'd always flake out on any plans together or just flat out block me. That's why we gave up and just decided to get married. Don't give me that! All you want from my brother is his money anyways. He works for a really great company. That's why you wanted to marry him. Cancel the marriage and give me back my brother immediately. I've already explained to you multiple times, but I'm not after your brother's money. I fell in love with his personality, not his money. You probably said that to hundreds of other men. I'm not gonna be fooled by your little tricks. Look, if I was really after money like you think I am, I wouldn't have picked your brother. I've had customers who made a yearly wage over $1 million. Compared to that, Daniel's yearly wage doesn't really seem like much. Did you really just say that about my brother? You just disrespected my brother. I really can't trust you at all. My brother has to be fooled by you, which means it's my job to protect him. Sam, don't be ridiculous. My brother is who I look up to. He was always so nice and was always on my side since we were little. Even when I got bullied at school and didn't go anymore, he was the one who worried about me the most out of everyone. He told my bully to never go near me again. Oh my, what an amazing story. I can't help but love Daniel even more now. But now, my heroic brother is marrying a girl who looks just like my bully did. I can never accept that. Wait, what? Is that the reason why you don't like me? All because I look like a girl who used to bully you? Exactly! You guys look the same, so there's no way that you don't behave the same way. I bet you're the type to laugh at people like me, just like she did. You can't be thinking like that all the time. I used to dress all loud and whatnot when I worked back at the hostess club, but now I've settled down. My hair is back to a natural black color, so I just look like any other normal person. No reason to be so scared of me. I'm not the type to be mean to someone, especially you, Sam. You expect me to believe you? People who work at hostess clubs are just scum. You're just like all those horrible people. I don't care how you look now. There's no way I'm falling for that. Sam, you're being a bit harsh on people you don't know. You don't know what these people are going through to be working hard and like they are. Huh. What about work like that is worth protecting? All they do is drink with a bunch of old dudes and be all loud. You don't understand how hard it is to be all cheerful and happy like that when any type of person, no matter how they are. Why would I even want to understand a job like that? What did you just say? I could understand and possibly approve of the job if it was due to something like family reasons, but that's not the case with you, isn't it? You had your parents pay for college while you worked there, right? I hate people like you who live so carefree like that. Don't let the fact that my brother married you to get to your head. I'll be sure to make you guys break up. Even though we're married already, to be honest with you, we were also planning on having a wedding as well. Oh, what? There's no way I'm letting that happen. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that my brother is safe from you. I finally managed to do it. I canceled tomorrow's wedding. Wait, canceled? Must feel bad, huh? The wedding between you and Daniel is all gone. There's no way I would have allowed you guys to show your love to others. Hang on a minute, Sam. Are you really telling the truth about the cancellation? You contacted the people at the venue? Yeah, that's right. I called them just now. I told them that you guys are gonna get a divorce, so I asked them to cancel the wedding. They were asking for ID confirmation, but I managed to get my way. Yelling at the staff for 2 hours straight, managed to get it happening. You have to be kidding me. Marriage licenses at the end of the day are just paper. You can easily change that into divorce papers without people knowing. Weddings are a different issue though. I just had to prevent you guys from officially becoming husband and wife in front of people. So you did all of that just so that other people can't see us happily together? I never thought you were the type to do something that stupid. What are you talking about? You're the one who hid the fact that you guys got married, which is why I get the right to do that. You can't complain about this because it's only fair. Uh-huh. I bet you were so relaxed. You guys officially got married, so you thought I wouldn't do much. You let your guard down, and now I managed to cancel your wedding the day before it was supposed to happen. I win. I don't think this is really a competition. I won't say anything negative, so I need you to call the wedding venue staff and tell them you need to retract the cancellation request. Why would I do that? The wedding you were so excited for is cancelled. Get over it. A shame too. You had such a nice wedding planned out too. Your very expensive wedding is cancelled. Next is your marriage. Women like you need to stay away from my brother. You don't have any fancy weddings to look forward to anymore. Oh no, I was just confused because we had the wedding last week. What? I'm so glad we had the wedding prior to all this, or else this would have been a huge issue. Wait, what are you talking about? You guys had the wedding last week? I didn't hear anything about a change of schedules.
That's because I didn't tell you about it. That's why you don't know, Sam.
What? Hang on. Daniel?
I was watching the entire thing happening the entire time. Goodness, you really went way too far on this one.
What is going on? Why didn't you invite me to the wedding? I'm your sister. I have never heard of somebody not inviting their adorable little sister to a wedding.
You have some nerve to be saying all of that when you've been so against our marriage. You should think about what you've been doing.
What?
We have no reason to invite someone who doesn't approve of our marriage to the wedding, which is why I decided to get you off the guest list. Our parents gave the suggestion of changing the wedding date. That's how we secretly had the wedding.
This can't be happening. So Mom and Dad know everything? They knew that I was excluded from the wedding? You all had fun at the wedding without me?
Yeah, the wedding was so much fun. Amy looked so beautiful in her dress, and all our friends and family were so happy for us. It was a wonderful ceremony.
I can't believe this. My own brother would hide something like this. You purposely kept this a secret and excluded me. How could you do something like this so mean to me, Daniel?
Who are you to say that? You're the one who tried to cancel my wedding. You acted out on your own thoughts without even getting to know Amy. You have no right to complain.
All right, I canceled a wedding. But if I didn't cancel your wedding, then whose wedding did I cancel?
How should I know? But you sure did mess up with canceling a wedding that's about $7,000.
What should I do? They have to be super rich in order to afford something as extravagant as that. What if it's a super elite couple? What have I done?
You better call the venue staff immediately and fix the problem before it gets worse. After that, you and I are going to have a talk as well. I'll have you make sure to think over your actions from here on out.
What? You aren't thinking of cutting all ties with me or anything, right?
No, that's exactly what I planned to do. I didn't expect you to be the type of person to do something like this, Sam. I had tried so hard to get you to get along with Amy, who has also been so patient with you, but I'm so tired of this. I don't need to be connected with someone as bitter as you are.
Hang on. I did it all for you, though. A former hostess isn't someone worthy of marrying someone like you. There are way better options for you out there. That's why I did this. Try to understand how I feel.
I don't even want to. So what if she used to work at a hostess club? She worked hard and that effort paid off. She has her own store now. All that hard work for her dream to come true. To be able to marry a girl like that makes me the luckiest guy ever.
Wait, a store? She owns her own hostess club now?
Her dream since she was little, to own a flower shop. She studied anthology and business when she was in college. After she graduated, she worked as a hostess to save up money to open her own shop. While she was working, she learned more about business and gained future customers. And because of that, managed to be a huge success after opening her store. Amy is such an amazing woman.
What? That's why she was a hostess?
She had planned it all out just for her goals of opening a flower shop. Making flowers for events and such has got her so many customers. She makes the most elegant looking floral arrangements, all while having a fair price for them.
She had all that planned out while working.
Of course, she had to study how to be a good hostess as well. She managed to become one of the top 3 earners of the club. I only have respect for her.
What?
She finally achieved her dreams, and I want to continue to support her as her husband. So do me a favor and don't show your face near us again. You're only in the way of our happiness, Sam.
Huh?
Goodbye. The last time we'll talk is when we meet back home. After that, you better leave us alone.
Please help, Amy. Let me borrow some money. The wedding venue is making me pay back the $7,000 they lost. Wait, what is going on? The wedding venue? As in the place you canceled a wedding at? Yes, they just called me just now. When I canceled the wedding, they took the money for the cancellation. What? This isn't my fault. I didn't know anything. You guys got married without telling me, so I thought I would take the money that would be refunded from canceling. I heard you were paying for half of the wedding, so I took and spent all the money. You used it all? Hang on. Let's calm down and think this out. You managed to drop a cancellation of the wedding, right? Yeah, I called them and apologized for my mistake and for them not to cancel the wedding for tomorrow. They switched over to the person in charge and found out that I was the one who yelled at their employees for 2 hours. He said that my actions can't be forgiven easily. Oh my. The person who canceled the wedding was a new employee who joined this month. They got so scared after my phone call, they apparently started crying. They were supposed to confirm my identity, but I didn't, and just accepted the refund information. Which is what you just casually accepted. And to add to that, you thought it was my money, so you used it all up without a second thought. Yes. After that, the people at the venue figured out I wasn't the future spouse of tomorrow's wedding. The wedding will go on without any issues, but because I caused so many problems for everybody, I'm doomed. They told me that they'll file a police report on me if I don't give them back the money soon. Even if the staff at the wedding venue was at fault, they are still a newbie. You harassed that newbie as well, so I guess that person isn't at fault. It's all your fault, Sam. You don't have to tell me that. That's why I'm asking for your help. Let me borrow the money I need to pay them back. I'll approve of your marriage if you do. I refuse. That is your own problem. I'll forever be in your debt if you help me out. I will be the best sister-in-law for you. I don't need or want any of that from you. With that being said, I refuse to help. What? Then what am I supposed to do? How am I gonna give back that much money? How about working at the hostess club? I'm sure you could pay that back within a few months. I could have gotten it within 1 month. Hostess clubs pay that much? Depends on your effort. I can't afford to be picky. I'll go into working within the nightlife for now. So tell me what store you worked at. My store? Yeah? I've never done this before. I don't want to work at some shady club. That doesn't mean I know which ones are safe and which ones aren't though. I'm sure I could trust the store that somebody I know worked at. That makes sense, but it'd be impossible for you to get in. People at your level won't be accepted. What do you mean, people at your level? They're picky about things like that? Well, yeah, depending on a store. The customers vary. They're pretty harsh when it comes to things like that. Girls get ranked by their face, body, clothes, and personality at these places. Girls who had the highest scores were accepted to work at the place I did. So you're saying that because I'm below you, I won't get accepted? I can refer you, but it'd be a waste of time. The manager is very strict when it comes to girls. I've seen him drop an interview after 2 seconds. In just 2 seconds? I'll refer you to the store, but whatever happens next is completely out of my reach. To avoid getting in trouble with the police, you better work hard, okay? Sam really did try to apply to the club I worked at with my referral, but that ended tragically. The interview ended at a new record speed of less than 1 second. Apparently, she was given a chance at an interview because of me, but she ended up arriving late. After that, Sam saved a lot of money from lots of different jobs, to which she eventually was able to pay back the money she owed. Apparently, she had so many additional fees to pay back for the mess she's made, and that the total amount she had to pay back rounded up to $10,000. Daniel really did end up cutting all ties with Sam, and her parents had kicked her out of the house as well. She's been working hard as a hostess for a while now, but due to her poor skills and foul attitude, she has been fired from multiple locations.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.